Now share, and we are going. All
Yay. You can move to the next one.
right.
So, a lot of the challenges that you have on when you're first starting out is you don't know what to do. You don't know how to start, right? You don't know how to find business. You don't know how to keep yourself organized. You don't have structure because you don't have a boss telling you what to do on a daily basis. When we go and punch a clock somewhere, we have a boss that says, these are your tasks. You have to do these before you leave today, right? Well, you have to get into the habit of telling your own self what your tasks are that you have to do in order to get business. So, starting from the very beginning, because today's our first one in this series, we're going to talk about the beginning things that you have to do to get you not lacking structure and have structure. And then hopefully by the end of this whole series, you'll have your time management skills down pat and things like that. And the skills part of all of this is doing what you're doing, showing up for these meetings so that you can see and hear all of the information that Tony and Kelly and I and anyone else that you listen to on YouTube or anywhere else is giving you for your business, right? Because obviously they don't teach you this in school, which is
Right.
fine. You want to have that personal experience though to do this. So because that's how you learn, right? You learn by doing. And in this business, you're going to do a lot. So
Right.
we're going to help you figure out how to find the business that you're going to work with. We're going to keep you organized as long as you do the things that we tell you to do. So we can only provide the tools to you. You are the agents that have to actually do it. And this is anyone. It doesn't matter if it's Homestar agents or Remax agents or who you are. If you are the owner of your company, you're the one that has to keep yourself organized. If you don't have that structure in your business, then you'll flounder. Do you agree with that?
Yep.
I'm so used to
And
bouncing things
that's why I
off
want to
of
jump
you
in
and
and
not just preaching, right? So,
yeah, no, basically that's what and part of I always say about technology and tools is that the best ones are the ones you're going to use. So all the things that we're going to go over every more technology centered every Thursday is going to give you a more idea. So we're not going over all of them today. Today is just a start
no,
of some of this stuff. And of course, if you miss a Thursday, we're going to have all of these on our YouTube page also. So we'll go to the next one. Go ahead.
yeah. So, why do agents succeed? So, in our business, if you think about the 80-20 rule that we talk about all the time or that you may hear about, that is it, right? 20% of the agents out there are the ones that are doing the business.
Yeah.
The 80% of us are floundering, right? And I'm including me because I could fit in either category. So 80% are floundering, 20% are actually doing the business. They're doing and this says 85 and 15 because these are most updated recent numbers. So the 20% has even gone down to 15% now.
And also,
So
I stress that more about money. About 15% of agents are making enough money to make this like a full-time living. But in that 85%, I do still have, but it's a small percentage, some agents that they don't want to do anymore. They just want to sell that three, four houses a year and make that little extra money, and they do a good job. So these numbers are, this is where it's the percentage of business, but you just got to find out which where you are. And that's where all of us here, Deb included, like to talk to as many agents as we can, just so we know where do you want to go. If you want
yeah,
to stay in this lane, we'll train you and push you and coach you in this lane. If you want to do a lot, but it's all possible. It is. There's nothing that you don't have. And part of this technology that we're going to keep on going over and over and over, and part of Century 21, we're going to have more tools and more technology coming out. We got our AI tools start next week, and Compass tools will be coming hopefully by the end of the
yeah,
year. So, but again, you don't have to give up what you're doing.
exactly.
If it's
Yeah,
working for you, you don't have to revamp it unless you think it's going to be something that is going to keep all those things, go back, help you find business, keep you organized, keep have some structure to your day, time management, and improving your skills. So if the technology doesn't is already doing that for you, you don't have to change. So
Right. Well, and that's the fun thing about the new stuff that we're going to be getting. This technology that we're going to be getting over the next 6 months to a year is going to help you tremendously from what we can see. We've gotten little
right.
snippets of each one of them. From what we can see, we are super excited about this for you because it is going to help you with all of that. You know, AI is not going to talk to your clients, right? But they're going to help with you talking to your clients. Like this new program, you're going to have a little bot that you can do scripts with and stuff like that. So to me, that's pretty exciting because
Right.
you're not just standing in front of a mirror and reciting something and trying to make it your own. With From my understanding of it, the little bot is you're going to be able to talk to them and then they're going to help you figure out how you want to say things and stuff. So it's going to be pretty fun. I
Yeah,
think
and
it's
that's on, and we'll watch for our texts and emails tomorrow, and that's going to be the launch party is Tuesday at 4, I believe, right? 4, I think.
Tuesday at 4. That's the
That's
launch
right.
party. Yes,
You
for
got it.
sure.
All right, well, let's
So,
go
with
over.
that being said, what do you need to make your business work? You need some fundamentals when you first start out, or even any time in between your business. You got to have a good working email. You should have a calendar that is set up with your email. Your phone needs to be good working order. So, if you have a lot of stuff on your phone that's cluttering it all up and it's running really slow, and you don't have the money to buy a new one, that's fine. Take some of those apps off that you're not even using so it'll run better,
Right.
right? You got to have a good PC or tablet or laptop. Some people work strictly off an iPad, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. A lot of the technology and the tools that we have now will work with HPs or iPads or any kind of different things, IO, SO, Androids, all those different things. They're pretty interchangeable with a lot of our technology now, which makes it a lot easier for you guys because you can use whatever thing you want. But you got to have a working one that can connects to the internet uh, quickly. And if you can do a hotspot kind of thing in case you're out and about, then that's always good too. But maybe that's something you want to put on your for later list. But you do need to have a good email. You need a calendar. I love Google. I love Gmail because it connects to everything.
Hmm.
Everything it connects to. You can see it on your phone, you can see it on your tablet, you can see it on your computer. It's just amazing to me. Now, other people may not like Gmail. They might say, I like Outlook better. It doesn't matter. Wherever you are comfortable with your email and your calendar and it can connect to things and you can find things quickly, good. Okay.
And
Um,
also, I would suggest to have with email is you could have two emails, one business, one personal, just so you know, because sometimes I know agents from when we send the emails, if they have an email address and they're getting all different kinds of things coming through, you might miss an important business email,
yes.
like my emails. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so you can always
Yes.
set up another one and have it in your phone where it notifies you when there's an email, you know. So that's kind of what I do. I mean, my email, my business email is just business. I do have other emails. I try to like sign up for different things through another email. So I have, you know, the notifications of my business email to watch those and not worry about, you know, things like that. So check your phone, check your email, figure out if you want, and you could always change your email because you're getting them all at once. Like, you know, I've changed my email so many times over the last 20 some years because, but they're all still active and going to the same place, you know, forwarding or different accounts on your phone or on your computer. So you can change that and just kind of go in and start what's nice. And then my suggestion on CRMs is you definitely have to start using something. I know there's always like another, you know, new shiny technology in CRM that, but the one you use is the best one, and you just need the basics. Really, sometimes we get really bogged down in all of the things that can do like automatic follow-ups and automatic this and that, but you got to start somewhere. You don't want to try to learn all of it right away, but you got to start with some type of database in some type of easy to use CRM, either through Accenture 21, through your phone, through something. And you don't
Yeah.
have to pay. I mean, some agents, you know, like once or twice a week an agent's calling me and asking me like, what kind of CRM should I use, or should I sign up for this service? And it's $500 a month to have all of these things, because there's other companies out there and we're going to be mentioning those over the next couple classes or more.
Yeah.
And are they good for you? Or do you want to spend the money? Do they have the things? But you want to make sure if you're spending a lot of money, using it and to its full potential. So, but
Yeah. This is your customer database, CRM, and I put the acronym on there for a reason because I want you to know what it means as
mhm,
an agent. If you're new, that's what it means. This is your customer database. Remember when I'm talking to you one-on-one, I'm saying it's your address book. We used to have to write out address books, right? Now
right.
we have it on the computer. So that's why you put everyone that you know in there. And we are going to get more into the CRMs later. This is just an
Also,
overview today, but yes. What?
Also, just a little training with email is that you can, I mean, years ago when I would sell personally, many moons ago, one of the things I always tried to do was get involved in my kids' school or, where I'm not spending hours a day things, but organization. Like I was with a lot of their sports teams and things, I would be the person that, send them the playbook or do something or making sure everybody knew when the next practice was. And I did a lot by email and text and use my business email. So every
Yeah.
time I'm sending out an email to the parents about something that's happening, my signature is on there saying I'm a realtor, I'm a realtor. So it's kind of subliminal marketing
Yeah.
in doing things. So some people are like, well, email, what do you mean by mass emailing? Just general people? I'm like, no, when you're involved in your community, if you're involved in some type of group, be the person that say whatever you could get a database of someone, whatever you're getting involved with your church group or a charity. Hey, say I want to be the person that notifies everybody of everything of what's going on. And they give you everybody that's involved and your email or texts and things are on there, and that's how you start building your database of people, and you keep that on
I was
there.
going to talk
On that,
about that in
exactly.
another session, but we're going to go back to that in another session. But absolutely correct. Um, so your homework in order to get all of this working is going to be check all of your electronics, make sure they're all in good working condition. If you have to replace something, put it on your calendar so that you know that this is going to be one of your goals to replace your computer if you have to replace that. Or if you're going to need a new phone, put it on your calendar so it's in your face and reminding you that you're going to need to update your phone. Most people that I talk to these days, just so you know, and don't get scared about the phone thing, is mostly everybody has a good phone already because, we have the media that's pushing them down our throats and stuff. Our phones can do an awful lot these days, right? But you really do need the PC, the tablet, or a laptop, because even though our phones are very functional and we can do an awful lot on them, doing contracts on your phone is no good,
No,
right?
it's possible
It
in a
is
pinch,
possible,
but
but
you
it's no
wanna,
good.
right.
You don't want to be making mistakes, right? So
Mhm.
having it up at least a little bit bigger so that you can see it is always going to be the great way to go. And even if you are doing something like a dot loop and DocuSign, and we're going way into our classes there with those things, but they're not really that compatible with a phone type of thing. So
Right.
that's why you really want to get something else. But as far as your phone goes, go through your phone, go through your email, go through all of your written address books, find all the people that you know. That is your sphere of influence. And it doesn't matter if you're a brand new person or you've been in the business for a long time. If you're not doing this, you should, because of exactly what he said just a couple minutes ago, right? Even if you have a whole bunch of people in your son's classroom that's in your stuff and you're like, well, I don't want to call them. Well, yeah, you do. You want everybody to
Yeah.
know who you are. You're not throwing it in their face saying, hey, pick me, pick me. But if it's in your signature line, in your email, they're going to see it. It's subliminal. It will get into their brains eventually, the more that they see it over and over. Same with your family and your friends. And we're going to get a lot more into that when we do it. But your homework is to get all those things into one place. Put them all either in your Gmail contacts or on an Excel spreadsheet. So we can go through the steps in the following sessions of how to get them into your CRM. Okay, so if you have Excel or you have Google Sheets is very compatible with the others if you don't have Excel. Gmail, just so you know, and I'm getting into the next week session and stuff, but Google products, once you have a Gmail account, you have access to Google Sheets, which is free. It's like Excel, right? They have a Word product that's like Microsoft Word. You don't have to pay for those if you use the Google products. Just thinking out loud so that you
Right.
have things to think about, right? You want to
Also,
go
oh, I was
ahead.
gonna jump in on your phone because you get this every once in a while. You have all of your contacts, but there are apps there, and some of them are free that you could actually export all of your contacts in your phone
That's what I was just going to say. Yeah.
CSV file. Oh, good. You jumped
Yep.
in that that a
Yep.
CSV file, so you could upload them to something else, a different CRM. But definitely Google will connect with your phone and Gmail and getting your contacts off your phone. But that's another homework advice is in 1 month you could really clean up all of your contacts. Just pick one letter a day.
Yeah.
Today,
Oh, yeah.
tomorrow do the A's. Go through every one of their people with a last name with an A in it, and go and make sure you have your first name, last name, phone number, find, who they are, how they related, why are they in your phone? So
Email address if you don't have it. Yep.
yes, and just start getting them. So that's part of the homework is just getting them in order, and to start marketing to them, whoever they are. If they're in your phone, they should be on your database.
Yeah. And this is your first step. You've got to get all that organized because otherwise you're just going to be pulling your hair out every time you try and do something. You're going to be like, I don't
Ex-
have them in there. So I'm going to skip that person. Well, you don't want to skip that person. Just take the time, sit down, get it all organized. And then your step along the way is just one person at a time you're adding
That
instead of a lot of people. And it will be a lot easier and better in the future if you take the time now to do it. And like I said, new, old season doesn't matter. If you're watching this and you want to have some help and advice, this is my advice to you. Start here.
exactly.
Start here. So always, if you have ever watched any of my videos, I always give you little tidbits, things to post on social media or things like that. And this is the one that I came across that I really thought was cool. And I had it sitting on my computer for a while because we haven't done these for a while.
Uh,
So I love it. It's things that fill my cup as a real estate agent. And then there's a bunch of little things in there like pre-approved clients, clear to close, accepted offers, and so on. It's a social media post. Throw
exactly.
it out there. When you're throwing out your social media posts, make sure that your name always has your name on there, has who your broker is. If it's us, wonderful. Century 21 Homestar should be listed somewhere on there with your name. If you're with another brokerage, have the brokerage name on there. Don't forget that is our license law, right? And then have your contact information on there too. It doesn't have to be very big, it could be just small at the bottom, but that's also a subliminal reminder to anyone who's looking at that where you are working, right?
And right, if anybody shares it or screenshots it,
Yes.
you got that too.
Yeah. And then I'm leaving you today with this tidbit of relationships are your real inventory. So you've got to start there with all the people that you know.
All right. Well, again, to sum up, again, we'll go back a little bit here. Start looking into what CRM you should use if you already have one. Maybe take it to the next step, learn something else it can do. I know all of us, any technology that we're using, email or CRM, just the basics. I know we're not using it to, everybody's using it to its full potential. Learn something else it can do to help organize you and connect you with people. Same with your email. Clean it up. Find out what's in there. Maybe get a better email signature, and there's ways to,
Yeah, we're going
mess
to talk
that
about
up.
that too.
Right.
Yep.
So, and then
Yep.
calendar, just start, my opinion with your calendar. My calendar is always full every day because I fill it. I put things in it, like even things that I have to do that no one else knows. I mean, it's in my calendar. So if you don't fill up your calendar, other things are going to get in it. So just these basic things. You should be filling up the calendar, telling yourself what you should be concentrating, even just concentrating what this hour, this half hour, I'm supposed to be concentrating on this. So these are the basics. It's kind of like if going to the gym, if someone wants to, be physically fit in a certain category of whatever they want to do, they're going to have the basic things that they need to do that, you know, uh,
Yeah.
and basic machinery, basic exercises and when you could get these basic stuff done, you can't bring in something else. So until you get a CRM working and your calendar working and your email working and your database of people together, there's not much else you could really throw in there until you got these basics done and organized on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll stop sharing the screen there. But that's all for today. We're just a little over 20 minutes. This is what we're all trying to do. Keep it over between 20 and 30 minutes. And remember, also, I'm going to try to put some notes in a PDF and put that on the website too. So the last 2 days, I put some of Kelly's notes up there. I put my notes in there. And Deb, if you want to get some of these notes and just put it in a PDF, I'll upload it to the site so you could download those too. So that's it for
Yep.
today. Well, thanks for joining us if you're here live, and thanks for watching if you're watching a video.
Bye bye now.
All right, have a good day. Bye bye.